Maple the Brave by Chloe Jasmine Harris. To my mom, for the countless nights reading stories together that led me to dream up worlds of my own. Aww. Looks like we might get sunshine today. Ooh, well, fingers crossed. I hope you stay warm and I hope you stay healthy. Let's do this, guys. Maple the Brave. Deep in the forest, nestled in the high branches, was a small home. Now, guys, there's a small home inside, deep inside the forest, nestled in the high branches, guys. Look at that house. The house is so beautiful. It has a red door. Inside lived a girl named Maple. No one knew how she got there or where she came from, but nevertheless, there she was. Now, guys, that peculiar house, well, there was a girl named Maple who lived there all by herself. Look at all those pictures that she drew and the plants and the books. Oh, her house looks beautiful and she is beautiful. Maple was scared of almost everything. However, nothing scared her more than the fierce creatures she imagined to be lurking below on the forest floor. At night, she lay awake, turning each howl of the wind into the sounds of terrifying beasts. Now, guys, she was very, very brave. She lives alone in this very small house, very small and beautiful house inside the deep, deep forest, deep, dark forest, and she is scared. She is scared of almost everything. She's alone there. In the morning, as sunlight streamed through the windows, Maple always felt so relieved. She promised herself that she would never leave the safety of her tree house. Now, guys, her house is safe, it's beautiful. Even though she's alone, she's there with her plants, and well, she doesn't want to leave that house because it's safe there. And the dark, the world, the forest is pretty dangerous, and she is very, very scared, guys. Now, with the rains bringing nightly downpours of fresh water to drink, and the trees kindly giving her ripe fruit, there was no reason to venture far. Until one day, there was. Now, guys, she had everything. She never needed to go out or anything. But until one day, suddenly, the rain began to slow. And with that, the fruit began to wither until it was gone entirely. Now, guys, the rain began to slow and the fruit began to wither, and now she's running out of fruits, guys. Maple's inner voice screamed not to climb down the ladder. A dangerous world awaited below, but she knew what had to be done. Now, guys, that's her home, and look at the dark, very luscious forest there, and there's a ladder which she did not want to climb down because it's very dangerous, but she knew what had to be done. Trembling, she slowly made her descent. The farther she got, the darker and colder it grew. At the bottom, she stood in an endless maze of soaring trees. It was all too much. Now, guys, it's been exactly what she imagined. It's dangerous, it's dark, it's cold. There's nobody around. Well, there might be wild animals, but there's nobody around, and this is what she was dreaming of. This is her worst nightmare. Guys, it was all too much, as you can see. She is very, very scared. Yes, be brave, Maple, but she is very, very scared. She has to climb down that hideous stairs of hers. Oh. sank to the ground, she heard the branches begin to rustle. Out of the stillness of the woods came a gathering of creatures. But these weren't the scary beasts she imagined. They seemed kind and gentle. Now, guys, as you can see, there was this luscious forest, and she was there in her lonely house, and she was so afraid to come out of the house. But to her surprise, well, she's very surprised because there are many animals there gathered to greet her, and they seemed kind and gentle. Well, there's Mr. Bear, there's Mr. Fox, there's Mr. Deer, there's Miss Owl, and it looks like a raccoon, and there are lots of animals there, guys, and I think they're all there to greet her. They seemed kind and gentle. She learned to run as swiftly as the foxes. Now guys, adventure is out there for Maple. As you can see, she's learning stuff from the animals. Now she's learning how to run, climb as high as the bears. Now she's learning how to climb, swim in the cool shallows. She's learning how to swim, and sail through rough rapids. Now she's learning how to sail. She is learning everything. She's learning everything, guys. And look at these kind, compassionate animals. And they're even teaching her. Now this is what she was meant to do. This is what she was meant to do, and she did it. She mustered her courage. She climbed down the ladders, and there she goes. There she goes, overcoming her fears. And sailing through the rapids. Look at the water. It looks dangerous, but then again, she is very brave. She's very brave. Maple was becoming one of the bravest of them all, with an adventurous spirit that made her shine. Now, guys, look at that. She is shining. She is shining, and she does not look scared. She does not look scared at all. Scared? Who? I'm not scared. Look at that. She is amazing. And she is home actually. She is home. Still, there came a day when the animals knew it was time to help Maple return to her home. The forest had taught her all it could. Now look at that. They made her feel so nice, it's her home, and they're so warm, and they're so caring, and they took care of her, and they taught her everything. They taught her all they could, and look at that. Now they knew they had to say goodbye to her, and she needs to go to her house. Now let's see what happens. This time, as Maple climbed her ladder, she was not alone. Now guys, remember the time that she climbed down the ladder and it was all dark and it was all scary? But this time someone is holding the ladder for her as she climbed up with all that courage and love and kindness and compassion and everything. Look at that. There she goes, climbing the stairs, not alone. Animals stayed for the afternoon. They brightened her treehouse with the fresh white flowers, giving it new life. Now look at that, guys. They made her themselves at home, and they're trying to color her treehouse, plant more plants, and trying to fix up the roof. Mr. Fox is trying to fix up her roof. They're trying to make it so beautiful. Well, she is not alone, and she's got company. They're so amazing. At night grew closer. Her friends returned to their home. Maple was alone now, but she was not scared. She looked out from her rooftop to the wilderness beyond. Now, guys, she's not alone at the dark because she's got her friends. And as she looked down on them, as you can see, look at that. They're all going home, but she knows that she's gonna see them again. And look at that, beautiful, beautiful, as she's glancing upon the wilderness beyond. This is so amazing. Maple the brave, guys. She's so brave, and she does not feel scared anymore. And this time she imagined her friends sleeping soundly under the watchful moon. Now guys, before every night she used to have nightmares. She used to dream of darkness. She used to be so scared. But now she dreams of her friends lying next to each other, warm and happy and not alone. And she has beautiful thoughts, beautiful dreams. She doesn't have nightmares anymore, and she feels so brave and happy. Maple the Brave, guys, by Chloe Jasmine Harris. What a beautiful story. A story of courage and kindness.